Well, the flightaware is always a little behind, so you can't exactly track them.
All right, everybody, how you doing? So last hour, or last half hour, we told you the Pope Francis, his Holy Father, was circling over, was it like over North Carolina, almost coastal North Carolina, on his way to Andrews Air Force Base. So let's get an update now. Sherry Pugh, who's here in our NBC News Weather Center. Sherry, what's the latest?
So Pope is on his way. He is booking it at about 414 knots. That's about 475 miles per hour. And he's on the move.
He's heading here. There's the plane, and there's where he's heading. So very cool. All right.
So arrival at 3:47 is the estimate right now.
Right now on MSNBC, Brian Williams is, oh, that's a Cialis commercial. You don't want to show that. And Cedric the Entertainer is anchoring our coverage of Pope. No, it's just kidding. Brian Williams is hosting the breaking news coverage on MSNBC. Meantime, so let's, for folks who are just joining us, the Pope's weather in Washington D.C. and New York looks pretty good, right?
So far, so good.
So good, but
a little cloudy.
There is a little cloudy. But the question mark is for the tail end of his trip in Philadelphia, because this coastal low. What happens with that? We don't know. We're waiting to see. Does it strengthen, and does the high weaken and not block it anymore, and then boom? So we will have to wait and see. Now, what are you looking up now, Sherry?
I was going to go to Air Force Base and
Andrews
see their
Air Force Base?
current conditions. Last I saw, they were doing okay.
We think it's all good. Of course, Lester Holt will have a complete wrap-up coming up on NBC Nightly News at 6:30 East Coast time. By the way, is going to be in Washington at the White House tomorrow morning, and then Savannah, I believe, is there on Thursday. So it's kind of cool. So make sure you watch the Today Show, and we'll have the complete weather outlook for the Pope's, his Holy Father's visit on Wake Up with Al at 5 a.m. on the Weather Channel. Anyway, just thought stop in and just let you know what's going on. So tune into MSNBC. You'll get live coverage there, and it'll be kind of cool. Tom Costello right now talking to the crowds. Is that yeah, it is Tom Costello.
Obama's motorcade has arrived at Andrews Air Force Base.
Oh, very cool. All right. I must say that, and of course I'm biased, but pound for pound, we have the best reporting staff on NBC News. I mean, Tom Costello, when it comes to aviation and transportation and that kind of thing. Did you see his story last night on cars running the train guardrail? Unbelievable.
Absolutely.
Unbelievable. And by the way, did an amazing stand-up outside on the cab, hanging on the side of a locomotive, a moving train.
Yes.
Unbelievable. I was so jealous. I was so jealous, and the photographer. And when it comes to the wildfire coverage, Miguel Almaguer is the best. I mean, I don't mean to use this pun lightly, but he is on fire, literally, in that he does the most amazing, and he almost was in one of those stand-up a week ago, but he just does such an incredible job. He is such a great reporter. And Pete Williams when it comes to legal stuff. I mean, we just have Ann Thompson when it comes to the Pope coverage and environmental stuff. We have just got the great, and I'm just scratching the surface. So
Let me tease you tonight. You know where Miguel is?
Where? Hold on, just a second. Where is Miguel?
Miguel is out off the coast of San Diego doing a shoot with the hammerhead sharks. Because of El Nino, the waters have been warming up. The sharks' food source, tuna, yellowtail fish, all hanging out off the coast of California instead of south near Mexico.
So the sharks are migrating.
Yes, they are, and they're not going south. So hammerheads, juvenile great whites, trying to chomp on kayakers, a lot being sighted.
El Nino, stop it!
So Miguel's out there with folks from the Shark Lab from Cal State Long Beach, and they're tagging sharks to see where they're swimming, if they're going south, if they're hanging out. So that's going to be an awesome shoot with grad students being towed out on tow boards behind jet skis.
Oh my!
Tagging sharks. So
you know what they call? You know they call some of those kids chum. Only kidding. All right. Well, we got to go now, but I just thought I'd update you on Pope Francis, because we're all very excited about Pope Francis coming. So, all righty, bye.